Sorry, no fit do anything. Imagine I was on the phone. That's why my body go porn now. Now sorry go come tell me now. But man, I no fit do friendship like that. It's not possible. Enjoy your life, my G. We're not gonna do it without you. With or without you, life goes on. He told her to tell me 3 weeks ago.
The ship will sail without any fucking person. Gather in the lounge.
I'll be evicted tomorrow. And they said I should pick someone, and I picked Dede. So
After the pool party, Koyin informed Dede that he will be making a public service announcement regarding the phone call he received. Now, tell me why the housemates believed him. Not only just the housemate, in fact, the head of house, Sultana, believed him and then started calling on the housemaid to gather in the main lounge. Except for Jason J, who was taking his shower, the rest of the housemates gathered in the main lounge. Mind you, when Sultana started calling out the housemates should gather, Mensan and the rest were asking Koyin, are you sure? Let this not be a joke. Let this not be a prank. Are you sure you have something to say? In fact, even Kaybobo was so eager to know what's up, what Koyin wanted to say. Well, Koyin then came into the center of the main lounge and started pretending like he wants to say something, but because he's chewing his pizza, well, Sultana did it. They were like, bro, can you just stop chewing and address us? Well, Koyin then told them that the phone call was that he was going to be evicted tomorrow, but Biggie told him to inform the rest of the housemates after the pool party, and that is what he is doing now. That again, he picked Dede to live with him, to exit the house with him. That, mind you, in fact, he told them that they just told him to pick someone before they announced what it was all about, and he picked Dede without knowing what was coming. And because of that, him and Dede will be leaving the house. That Big Brother told him to inform the rest of the housemates so that by tomorrow when they evict him, they won't be surprised. Dede, on hearing this, was like, what? Why would you pick me? Don't you have Isabella? You have Isabella, bro. Like, you've been sleeping with Isabella all this while. Why didn't you pick Isabella? Now, I don't know if it's because the housemates were tipsy, but why would they even believe Koyin? Since the history of this red telephone call, nobody ever reports what they are being told or what they were asked to do. They just carry out the instruction, and then you get to do after they've carried out the instruction. Or maybe it's because of the alcohol. Well, Dede didn't find that funny though. Dede was blaming Koyin for picking her, and Koyin asked Dede, so if it was you, who would you have picked? Well, Dede said she could have picked a random person. Faith went to go and give Koyin a hug. Maybe Faith believed him as well that he'll be leaving tomorrow. So Faith went there to hug him, although Koyin was dismissing it, saying, you say you don't want to talk to anybody. I was not asking myself, when you dog, you believe him? Mide even got emotional and started saying that she's not ready to lose any of her friend again after Brian Morgan know that she will just die. But trust me, hers is induced by alcohol, because right at that moment, she dozed off. But well, when Emisi then came into the picture telling Dede that Koyin is joking, that Koyin is definitely joking, she should make sure Koyin is being serious or not. Emisi even had to tell Koyin to swear by God's name that in fact they should say Allah, let her be sure this is what Biggie told him to do, or this is what it is that he'll be living tomorrow. Well, Koyin kept on saying, you all should be joking until tomorrow when I'm evicted. He then turned to Dede, telling Dede, we need to go pack our bags. That was at the point that Dede started crying, saying, no, my mother is definitely going to be cursing you right now. Anyways, later on, Koyin started laughing, and that was when Dede and Mide decoded that he was just joking, that it's all a prank. Meanwhile, while Koyin was making this announcement, Big Brother announced to the housemates that the storeroom is open, and it happens to be their props. But Sultana insisted that nobody should go there, nobody should open the storeroom until Koyin was done talking. Imagine he was just pranking the whole house, and even Sultan and everyone else believed him. Well, after they were done, they now moved to the storeroom, and this time around, Faith then moved towards the props for his team. So he turned on the music box. Is this a music box? I don't even know the name. Please, guys, tell me in the comment section. And was trying to play music and know how it will work out for them, only for Kaybobo to start calling out Faith, telling Faith shame on him for coming back to the props, coming back to the wager prep. That Shebi he said without him they won't function. That shame on him for coming back. In fact, he should get out and allow them to do their thing. That the ship will always sail. That life will always move on, with or without you. Even Sultana, that was standing right there close to Faith, started repeating what Kaybobo was saying, that life will move on with or without you in the house. That she be doing well, that she be doing a wager which week again, when Thelma and Faith happens to be in a group, and Faith was cussing out on Thelma, telling Thelma, without me this will not happen. She be the wager still still happened. And I'm like, guys, can you just let this guy be? Can you just let this guy be? Or did you guys not get to see when Benson apologized to him? Even when he went to give Koyin a hug, although Koyin dismissed that, or I don't know, maybe because he was speaking with Dede and didn't just pay attention to the hug Faith was trying to extend to him just in case he's leaving tomorrow. Well, Kaybobo continued to cuss out of Faith, and Faith left everything and angrily left and went upstairs. Now, immediately Faith left the props and went upstairs, Kaybobo started calling on his team members to come downstairs so they can see their prop and talk about this. See, you have a team member who was right there trying to see how things will work out, and you couldn't just let that person be because of what happened in the afternoon. And now you're calling on those that are tipsy, halfway into sleeping. You're calling them to come and see the props so you people can start deliberating on what will happen. That's such a funny thing. Anyway, I guess they're just trying to prove Faith wrong. Let's see how it goes. Now, Kaybobo then went into the kitchen, and Rooboy was complaining on how the housemates are not even helping out, being that as a snail, he's in charge of taking care of kitchen, but more of like helping out, not really doing all dishes like when Big Brother gives specific punishment. Now, while Rooboy was doing that, Zita comes in nicodemously to come and apologize to Rooboy. So guys, I'll divert a little bit, okay, about this whole scenario, but I'll come back to it. So now, have you ever heard Zita complain about Faith? There was a time Zita was saying that she can't be friends with someone like Faith outside of here, regarding Faith's attitude, behavior, that Faith is rude, Faith is that. And just this small altercation between you and Rooboy, you don't pour my guy notice. Now, if you're to be in Faith or Zita or in Mrs. position, like people that chaos and buzzwords comes to on a regular, let me say by now, they must have Osama bin Laden's biggest house. And to think that Rooboy is someone you've told Big Brother countless times that he's your G, he's your brother, you can save him 1,000 times. If you had ultimate immunity, you still give it to him. You can do this, you can do that. And you pour your G food. Let me say, if Rooboy wasn't even your G, and this argument started, well, another funny thing that I read somewhere was someone saying Rooboy should just thank his stars that it wasn't a Missy that made the food the Zita poured on him. Regarding how spicy Mrs. food can be, how the amount of pepper she adds to her food. That Rooboy now will be somewhere else outside of that house taking care of his eyes. So now let's go to Zita's apology to Rooboy. Meanwhile, do you know that some of you, I don't know, sometimes when I read people's comments, I'll just try to imagine what these people are like in real life, what you can do in a real life situation. Because so Zita's handler uploaded a funny video, a kind of apologizing to Rooboy. And people were under that comment section telling the handler that you're wrong for doing this, that Rooboy needs to learn how to start respecting people, that Rooboy talks anyhow, Rooboy, they said a lot of things about Rooboy. Now, we're not even talking about Rooboy as a person, we're talking about your faith throwing a plate of food at Rooboy. Do you people hear the sound of that plate? And you're there saying, Rooboy should learn how to. Are we talking about respect? What if something else happened and bro, his face got damaged? You probably even lucky is Rooboy. Had it been his one, you think if it was the ladies, they would go and go into the sink and start washing off their face. Omo, drama go plenty this night. Big Brother will come out from that his room tonight. Honestly, some of you are something else. You're talking about Rooboy not being respectful, and this your faith poured through a plate of food at someone. So can we now talk about Zita's character as well? Anyways, Zita came to apologize to Rooboy, and Rooboy told Zita that honestly, he has forgiven you. Who is he not to say he has? Who is he not to forgive you? Is it Jesus Christ? But then, that they can't be friends. Because, number one, he has actually endured a lot of things from you, being that he considers you as a younger sibling. Well, I guess not really younger sibling, but because you've benefited a lot from this girl, like someone that have saved you, immunity and all of that. House guest, that BHOH guest. Well, but Ruben decided to use the word sibling. That he regarded Zita as a younger sibling. He hears Zita say a lot of things about him, say something about him, say something towards him, and he will just wave it that this is his younger sister speaking. But what Zita did tonight just proved to him that Zita does not regard him the same way he does. Because for Zita to do this shows that you can't do this to someone you call your own or your friend. And he now told Zita that you're coming here to say sorry. What if it was hot water you were holding and you threw it at my face? Will you just come here and be saying sorry? And this is the part most of Zita's fans don't get to understand. What if a damage occurred? Will these people still be talking about respect and how Rooboy talks in a very rude, crazy, and immature way? No. We'll be talking about if Zita is getting a disqualification tonight, or if Big is going to talk tomorrow morning. Well, I'm glad that regardless of all that Rooboy has benefited from Zita, he didn't shy away from the part of expressing himself and telling Zita how he really feel about what happened last night. Well, Rooboy has told Zita that moving on, they will just keep their friendship cordial. You see me, I greet you, you greet me, but being friends, no way. Guys, that's all on tonight after pool party rendezvous. Please do well to air your opinion regarding all of this. If you still feel that Zita did the right thing, please take the comment section and tell us everything. Maybe there is something we are not seeing. Make us see things with you. And what do you have to say about Kaybobo poking fates to let go of the perps, okay? And the prank as well. I'll read your opinions and a view in the comment section. I'll see you some other time. Enjoy the rest of your day. Bye.
In case you might not see me by tomorrow morning. They said I should tell you guys after the party. That's it. So, let's pack our bags. I might tell you that I won't forgive you. Am I judged? Zita, if you good day, prize, our props don't come.